Welcome to Car Flash. If you're a true car enthusiast, today's review is one you won't want to miss. We're diving deep into a modern resurrection of a legendary nameplate, the 2026 Mazda RX-7. It's back, and it's better than ever. This isn't just a tribute to the past, this is a car that blends Mazda's Rotary heritage with the demands of the modern performance market. Whether you're nostalgic for the old-school Rotary scream or curious about how Mazda is approaching performance in the electric hybrid era, buckle up because this RX-7 is full of surprises. Exterior. Let's start with what hits you first. To the exterior. At the front, the 2026 RX-7 wears a low-slung, sculpted face that's unmistakably Mazda but also distinct from anything else in their current lineup. Slim, aggressive LED headlights stretch into the front fenders with a piercing stare. There's a wide grille sitting low on the bumper, flanked by sharp air intakes, giving the car a predatory look. It's clearly inspired by the original RX-7S of the late '90s, but refined and futuristic, almost like a concept car that actually made it to production. You'll also notice the subtle hood bulge, which pays homage to the classic Rotary configuration underneath without going over the top. Slide along the side of the RX-7 and you'll appreciate the car's perfectly proportioned silhouette. The front end is long, the rear short, with a cab rearward design that screams rear-wheel drive. Flush door handles keep the surface clean, while a strong character line runs from the front fender through to the rear quarter panel, creating a sense of motion even when the car is parked. Mazda's signature soul red crystal paint returns, and under bright sunlight, it highlights every sculpted line and curve like a piece of rolling art. Sitting on lightweight forged 20-inch wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 5 tires, the RX-7 has a stance that's both athletic and elegant. Around back, the RX-7 finishes strong. The tail is compact and muscular, with round LED taillights that echo the classic twin-circle design of earlier RX-7 models. There's a large, integrated diffuser housing dual titanium exhaust tips, letting you know this car still breathes fire. A subtle ducktail spoiler is molded into the trunk lid, giving downforce without disrupting the clean profile. Mazda has also added sequential turn signals and a full-width light bar that glows red when braking. Everything feels premium, tight, and tastefully aggressive. Interior. Stepping inside the RX-7, you'll find a cockpit that prioritizes the driver without sacrificing comfort. The interior feels intimate but not cramped, with deep sport bucket seats that hold you in place whether you're carving canyons or doing highway pulls. The materials are a mix of Alcantara, Nappa leather, and brushed aluminium, offering a tactile, high-end feel. The steering wheel is thick and perfectly contoured, featuring paddle shifters and Rotary-inspired start-stop button mounted just off-center. Behind the wheel is a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster that changes themes depending on your drive mode: track, sport, or comfort. In track mode, a large central TAC dominates the screen, with a gear indicator and G-force meter flanking each side. There's also a heads-up display that projects speed, revs, and navigation directions directly onto the windshield. In the center console, you get Mazda's latest infotainment system running on a 10.25-inch touchscreen that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's fast, intuitive, and voice-controlled. Mazda kept the climate controls tactile, with physical knobs and toggles to minimize distractions. The center tunnel features a short-throw gear selector if you opt for the 6-speed manual, a dying breed, but Mazda is giving purists something to celebrate. There's also a Rotary controller for the infotainment, dual cup holders hidden beneath a sliding cover, and enough storage space for a weekend getaway. The RX-7 is a two-seater, as expected, but the trunk offers about 7 cubic feet of cargo space, enough for a couple of bags or a helmet and gear for the track. Now, let's talk performance here, and this is where the RX-7 gets really interesting. Powering the 2026 RX-7 is a brand new iteration of Mazda's Rotary engine, called the Renesys X. It's a 1.6-liter twin-rotor engine that's now paired with a compact hybrid electric system. Together, they produce a combined 370 horsepower and 330 pounds-to-feet of torque. The electric motor fills in the low-end torque that traditional rotaries lack, and it eliminates turbo lag without the need for forced induction. Power is sent to the rear wheels through either a 6-speed manual transmission or a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic, both of which have been tuned specifically for the RX-7's unique power delivery. Mazda has also reworked the chassis using a mix of high-strength steel and aluminium to keep weight down, coming in at just under 3,200 pounds. That lightness, paired with a 50 hours 50 minutes weight distribution, gives the RX-7 the kind of balance that sports car fans dream about. It sprints from 0 to 60 in around 4.1 seconds and runs the quarter mile in the low 12s. Top speed is electronically limited to 170 miles per hour, and it feels planted all the way there. But the RX-7 isn't just about numbers. It's about how it feels, and Mazda nailed it. The steering is electric but incredibly responsive, with just the right amount of feedback. The suspension is a double wishbone setup in the front and a multi-link in the rear, with adaptive dampers that constantly adjust to road conditions. In sport or track mode, it firms up and keeps the car flat through corners, while comfort mode softens the ride enough for daily driving. Brakes are 4-piston Brembos up front with ventilated rotors all around, and stopping power is immediate and reassuring. Mazda's engineers clearly focused on driver engagement. The car feels alive under you. It turns in sharp, dances through curves, and rewards precise inputs. Whether you're on a back road or a racetrack, the RX-7 brings back the joy of driving that's missing from so many modern performance cars. Now for pricing. The base RX-7 starts at around $48,000, which gets you the manual gearbox, standard adaptive suspension, and the full hybrid rotary setup. Step up to the premium trim at around $53,000, and you add the upgraded leather interior, head-up display, Bose 12-speaker audio system, and a carbon fiber roof. There's also a launch edition coming in at $58,000, limited to 1,500 units worldwide, which includes exclusive paint options, forged wheels, and a serialized plaque on the dashboard. Considering the performance, tech, and heritage baked into this car, the RX-7 feels like a bargain compared to rivals from BMW, Toyota, and even Nissan. And unlike many modern sports cars, it's not trying to be everything to everyone. It's a focused machine with a soul, and in 2026, that's rare. So, what's the final verdict? Mazda has done something truly special with the 2026 RX-7. It's a car that honors the past while embracing the future. The rotary engine lives on, reimagined through hybrid technology. The driving experience is raw yet refined. And the styling? It's drop-dead gorgeous. This isn't just a sports car, it's a statement. A love letter to enthusiasts. A bold move in a market dominated by SUVs and safe bets. If you're looking for something that stirs your emotions every time you fire it up, the RX-7 delivers. It's not just another car, it's a reminder of what driving is supposed to feel like. And for that, Mazda deserves serious respect. Thanks for watching Car Flash. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the new RX-7, hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth reviews, and let us know in the comments, so would you take this over a GR Supra or a Nissan Z? Until next time, keep your foot down and stay passionate about cars.